Hey, obscure science fiction and fantasy author Michael Lauck back with you. It's been a while, I realize. I got a new day job. I am in a hotel room as we speak, getting ready to get on a plane here real soon, so I'm going to do this quick. But I really wanted to go ahead and talk about DC Universe, which launched early, much to my surprise and much to my well, I don't know, delight. That doesn't, not the most manly, mature word, but I mean, that's, I'm bored in a hotel room last night and I'm like, whoa, DC Universe is up, so I can watch Death of Superman. Perfect. First impressions, plus and minuses. It's not supposed to launch until this Saturday, Batman Day, the 15th. I was watching it on Wednesday, the 12th. Logged in easy. It's a little rough around the edges still. I just checked back in today to look at some things really quickly. It doesn't show me as of watching any videos. Which, okay, that's, I don't care, but I did watch Superman, Death of Superman from beginning to very end, file ended. I read the Superman Doomsday comic book where he actually, spoiler alert, where he's actually killed, because it was there, and that's a great feature that I was able to watch Death of Superman, read the comic, a comic that I do own. I have the big hardcover Death of Superman, Life, Death, and Return omnibus, but that's not here in my hotel room with me. So the fact that I could stream the movie, and it worked great over crappy hotel Wi-Fi, better than this upload probably will work, that was a real plus. The fact that then I could just jump over and be like, man, I haven't read this comic book since shortly after it happened, maybe a year or two. I know, like, when I bought the hardcover edition of the omnibus, because it was on sale on Amazon one Christmas night, and I had a bunch of Amazon gift certificates from Christmas, and it was on sale for really cheap, like $20. I don't think I've ever opened it. I think it's still sealed in plastic. So it's been many years since I've read The Death of Superman, probably the 90s sometime. And so I wanted to read it, and it was right there, and that is a great feature. The downsides, and hopefully these are things that they're going to fix really quickly, because this isn't the official launch yet. I immediately looked for a phone app, Android app, iPhone app, Fire tablet app. I have more tablets and such at home, but that's what I happen to have with me traveling. There isn't one. I could probably access it through the internet on any of my little devices just fine. The thing is, I was hoping, like Amazon Prime, which is what I'm going to kind of compare this to in a lot of ways, that I could download something to watch on the plane, or at least stream something easily to watch in the airport while I'm waiting for the plane. And right now that's just not an option, and that kind of sucks, because I do have several episodes of The Expanse loaded, and that's what I'm going to be watching as I fly over the Rocky Mountains today, from California back to the Midwest. So comparing it to Amazon Prime, which is a very similar cost, Amazon Prime has a little bit better features. The big thing, I think, for a lot of people, though, is content. What's on DC Universe? Again, this isn't the official launch, so maybe there'll be more. None of the original stuff that we're all looking forward to, Titans, the new season of Young Justice, that's not there yet. A whole bunch of the recent animation is. Teen Titans Go is not. Batman Brave and Bold is. Justice League Action is not. That didn't surprise me. Those are both still in production, so they're probably tied up with whatever, with Cartoon Network or whomever. Static Shock was there. That's good. Justice League and Superman animated, Batman animated. That's all there. Brave and Bold, I think I mentioned that's there. Super Friends, bunch of Super Friends would be there. Legion of Superheroes, highly underrated. That was there. Static, that's there. That's a big one for me. What wasn't there? The old I forget who made them. Well, the Ruby Spears stuff, like Superman, it's not there, and those kind of the shorts. I know there was some Teen Titans and some Justice League, and there was like Atom and Flash, and there might have been one Green Lantern. You know what I'm talking about? Those shorts from the '60s. I didn't see those on there. I can't remember who made those off the top of my head. If I was at home, I have them on DVD and could tell you, but I'm not at home. So, pretty good selection of cartoons. Would be great to watch in the plane. They don't have all the animated movies. They had Death of Superman, I noticed. They had Gotham by Gaslight. I didn't see that last Batman movie that I haven't caught up with yet, Batman Ninja. I didn't see that on there. Doomsday was on there, so you can compare and contrast how crappy Doomsday was compared to how good Death of Superman was. That's a whole separate topic, but Death of Superman, so good, made up for a lot of Doomsday's sins. Superman got a proper funeral, and I did tear up. But what else? Live action shows. Wonder Woman's there. The old Superman's there. Batman 66 is not there. I don't think anything, maybe some of the Super Friends, but basically if you're an Adam West fan, the 66 movie wasn't there, the TV show wasn't there. I didn't notice either of the Batman 66 animated things being there. One of the Human Targets, I'm not sure which one, was there. No Lois and Clark. Nothing current. No Supergirl, no Flash, no Legends, no Black Lightning. The old Flash show was there. Birds of Prey was there. So if you're like me and you pick up a lot of these DVDs, especially like Birds of Prey, which at one point you could get at Walmart for like $8. The old Flash I picked up at Walmart at one point for like $10, the whole series. You know, if you have a lot of that stuff, you're going to have a lot of this stuff already. Because I travel, that's okay. I'm gonna be able to watch this stuff on the go, which I can't do with DVDs. So that's not terrible. There is enough to keep me busy, and there is enough so that I can watch something and then jump right over and read the comics. Didn't look through the comics a whole bunch. The comics are not downloadable, which again would be something nice that, you know, even like if it was an Amazon Prime rental, you know, it's like, here, you have this and you have it for 3 days, or you have it, you know, once you open it, you have it for 48 hours, whatever. That would be nice, because it would be nice to have some comics that I could download for the plane. It would be nice, especially to be able to read comics on an iPad or my Fire tablet that I travel with, or even my phone. Because I hate reading any e-stuff on my computer, which is why I have all this other crap, and yet that's what I had to do. It wasn't bad reading the comic book. It was easy enough. Luckily, my computer is big enough that when I expand it, it's right about comic book, real-time comic book page size. If you have a smaller laptop, you're going to be screwed. I mean, you're not going to be able to read that stuff. So that's a concern. All these things, though, are things that can be fixed. I mean, these are improvements. There's not a core issue that I'm seeing with DC Universe Online. It's, like I said, running really smoothly. And the big test, I watched a whole movie without a single glitch on hotel Wi-Fi. And that's a big deal, because I can't necessarily do that with Hulu. I can't necessarily do that with Netflix. And I probably can't do it with Amazon Prime, but usually I just download with Amazon Prime. That could be, however, because it's brand new and hotels aren't hip to trying to do something about people being on there and streaming. You know, my guess is they hit a lot of the streaming services and kind of throttle that back. But all in all, first impressions of DC Universe, really liked it, was really impressed, was really excited. I'm not disappointed that I spent the money on it. Like CBS All Access was kind of a disappointment. There's going to be plenty for me to do, and I look forward to it just blowing up with more content and more features. The air conditioner is kicking on. You're probably not going to be able to hear me. Sorry about the crappy lighting. I'll talk to you again soon. And today, September 13th, 19th anniversary of the moon disappearing. Hashtag Space 1999. Look it up if you're not old enough to know what I'm talking about. Have a great whatever time it's going to be till we talk again. Once again, science fiction and fantasy author Michael Lauck from the middle of California, getting ready to head home. DC Universe, can you say thumbs up, or am I going to get sued by Roger Ebert, Gene Siskel, or somebody?